Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate. Well, hello everybody. I am Tanya Lee, and this is the All Signs, what's coming up for the next 7 days for us. And we're going to get started here. We are live, not just on YouTube, but also on Facebook. And for those of you who are celebrating Easter, happy Easter out there. So the cards we are using this evening or this afternoon or whenever you're watching this, we're going to be using the Star Tarot deck. I haven't used this one in quite some time. We're also going to be using a newer deck. This came out probably a couple of weeks ago. We're going to be using the Tarot Disassemble deck. It was a friend of mine told me about that, Michael Groomer. And then the other deck I'm using is Repair, Evolution, Growth Oracle cards. All of these decks you can find in the Amazon store in the detailed link in the description box if you choose to look at. And of course, I get a small percentage if you go on those links from my description. But we're here for all signs. Hello, Ellen. Hi, Renee. Hello to my moderators, Nancy and Star. And oh my goodness, Nancy has already started the train. If you guys are on YouTube, yes, there is a goal if you want a pop-up all signs reading this week. We don't know what the reading is going to be about because you guys get to choose what the reading is with the different topics when I put a poll out there. So if we reach the goal today, basically till the end of the live, then we most certainly can have that all signs programmed in here for the rest of the week. All right. Yes, you got to make sure that you hit, just as Star said here, you got to hit the target for the credit, or otherwise it does not count. It does not count. It's a little bit buggy, but YouTube has some new things. So trying out some new features, making it a little bit more fun. And a reminder too, if you are a subscriber on YouTube, you have to wait. If you're a new subscriber, you have to wait 5 minutes before you can jump into the live chat. But if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you guys share because sharing is caring. Thank you so much, Renee, for sharing. And we're going to get started here with the collective energy. Let's see what's going on here for us collectively before we break out into each individual signs. We are now officially into Taurus season. Happy birthday out there to my Taurus, to my bowls out there. You guys are gonna be first after the collective, and Pisces. Well, you went right back down to the bottom here. I'm sorry, Aries. Aries went back to the bottom here. All right, here we go. You ready? Let's see what's going on for us, shall we? I feel the need to pick our number first. Let's pick our number first. Now, our numbers for the week. So far, for the past 2 weeks, we've had the same numbers. Let's see if they come in here again. Here we go. Oh, we have a different number. Look at this. We have a 4 and a 2. Or what it comes down to is a 6. So this has to do with structure and a balance of duality here, working together. Could be in partnerships, could be with the version of you, especially if you're trying to break old habits here. But this is all about cooperation and harmony this week. And that's what's going to be in play. So let's see. Let me just jump this back up here. 42, 24, or 6. Look out for those numbers, how they pop up this week for you, or if they pop up in your reading. All right, collective. Let's call in our guides now, and our ancestors, and our ascendant masters. Spirit, what do we need to know for this week's energy? Here we go. Self-guidance, co-creation, partnership, work, even if it's not with another individual, it's a partnership with the universe. It says your spirit guides and guardians are here to assist you and to help you evolve into your authentic self, collective. The time is now to see yourself as your spiritual team sees you. They ask that you remove all limiting beliefs here, thoughts, and open yourself up to them. Meditation and asking for signs are a great way to deepen your connection. Well, we did ask for the signs, so keep in mind those numbers 4, 2, 42, 24, or 6 that come in place here for you. Each individual sign is going to get one of these cards as well when it plays out in the readings. Okay, so let's see what our strength is this week. No reversals, not yet. What is our strength here for the week? Oh, our fears. I know it's going to seem a little bit weird, but our fears are our strength. Interesting how that rose just pops up. Because it is being disassembled. It is being taken away. There's something here where we are facing our fears. And the fear is the answer. The fear is the answer. 9. What is the challenge for this week? What is the challenge for my collective this week? The challenge card will play out in each individual reading by the reversals. Okay, so when we get to the reversals, we know that's where the challenge is. The 3 of Pentacles. Look at this. Teamwork, working together, collaboration. Having all those tools, there's that rose again. There it is. Kind of the element of the Fool that kind of works its way through each one, doesn't it? There's an opportunity here of growth when it comes to working with others or who you choose to work with this week. Interesting. All right, let's see what the star here, Tarot, has to say. We have Taurus up next. Taurus. Now, you guys know the drill. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. Hello, Delaney. Welcome back. See, you guys are all coming back on. All right, Taurus, let's see what's going on for you this week. The King of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. The Queen of Cups, well, there's your challenge. You got somebody here who's an emotional manipulator. Could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. The 2 of Swords. Okay, so you're dealing with somebody here who's extremely wishy-washy. So I feel like Taurus, you little heartbreaker. Taurus, you little heartbreaker. I feel like you're being very logical this week when it comes to your time, your effort, and just remaining authentic. And you just mean all business. And I feel it all is coming out here in regards to communication. I do feel that you have been really honest with an individual that something does not feel right to you. Now, you have an individual here who has a tendency to use their emotions as a target onto you. And it's usually having to do with jealousy or feeling left out or feels like the third party, when in fact, you might be the one who's actually the third wheel. I feel like this person here has a tendency to flip the script. So I feel almost for you, Taurus, you have an individual here that mirrors back the things that you tell this individual. And I think you're just done with it. Your strength here is facing your fears. You're not afraid of confrontation, What you are sick of, though, is an individual here who's not taking accountability. And there is absolutely a divide. And I feel like sometimes relationships just have their cycle. It's interesting because it's really showing me Gable here, which is a rune. It's an X. And it's all about the partnerships and the quality of it. But there's just something here that has been totally and utterly off with an individual on how you were treated. Look at this, 7 of Cups. So you have some other options here, but you are trying to find something about making peace. I feel like your ultimatum here is about walking away or not trying to explain yourself if an individual, well, tries to lay it thick on you, meaning the guilt trip, because I do feel like you're going to have a guilt trip. You are. This person's going to give you a guilt trip. All right. Love and light, but this is something here where they're going to be a victim of their issues. Why? Because they're going to bring up the past. Look at all of these cups. Look at all these cups. All right. It's all about making you feel guilty. Okay. This person here is going to throw a guilt trip on you. And it's kind of hard to co-create in a relationship when somebody here is just marrying back to you. 3 of Cups here about their unhappiness here. So you do have somebody that I feel is upset, feels discarded. I feel that you are trying to be very honest, very clean. Some of you aren't even talking to this individual. You're just energetically pulling back from a person. All right. What does Spirit want you to consider? What does Spirit want Taurus to consider this week? No reversals with this person, other than things are really breaking down. Look at this, 6 of Cups. This relationship has a lot of memories here and milestones, but there's something here about the ability here for you to move forward or to move on. This person is holding you back in some level. So some of you, this is a family member. Others of you, this could be somebody here who's not willing to make changes, go to therapy. It's just like it's always kind of blaming it back on you. And I feel like this Taurus actually does their work. So there are memories here and there's love, but that can only go so far if you're not finding peace in it, not finding peace. And Spirit's saying, keep going the direction of what you said, because I feel like you've told this person before that you want to leave, or that you need some separation, or you just need some time apart. And it's always been you coming back. Interesting. This kind of reminds me of Aquarius energy a little bit. It's just you coming back. So there's this energy that I feel, Taurus, that Spirit's saying, if you're going to walk away, really walk away with no expectations here and find yourself some inner peace, because this individual will have a tendency to blame you still. What's the final card here that Spirit wants you to just focus on for you in your evolution, Taurus? Leadership, forefront. You are the leader. You have the opportunity to take the lead. It may be in work, personal, or family situations. You have the wisdom and knowledge to do what is best at this time. No more playing it safe, and you can't make this up. No more playing it safe and blending in with the pact. Shine your light and speak your truth. Shine your light and speak your truth. You can't make this shit up. Ooh. Dang. All right, here we go. Hey, Michelle. We're in chat jail? Oh, was it the new subscription thing? Could have been that. Sorry about that. It's the help of the bots. All righty. Gemini. How's everybody doing today? Ellen, your intuition is what nailed it, of course. You know how I feel about spot on. It's just you taking the ability to be open up. It's slow today. Oh, you're working today. I hear you. Gemini. Gemini. All right, Gemini, my gems, let's see how your week is going to go. Remember, reversals tell me when the challenge is really coming up for you, which is the Three of Pentacles for this week. Gemini, the next 7 days. The Princess of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Well, boy. I also feel very stifled. Unapologetic is what I just heard. All right. So you're not having the start that you hoped for. I just heard false start. Okay. I get it. The challenge here, it's hard to create anything when you feel entirely on your own, and there's just this essence here of I give up. I don't feel like it's working in my favor. I do feel like somebody pulled an offer from you or made this offer to be bigger than they absolutely anticipated it to be. So it almost feels like this person here maybe have told a tall tale to you. Could be somebody younger than you, but what you're realizing was, oh my God, I actually offered way more energy into something than that person here promised me. Because I feel like this person promised you the world. This is something here where it's like, oh, I can do that, or I can be there for you. This feels like, what's coming up here? It's like when you need a person most, it ain't happening. Not when you expected it to be this person who said they were going to be there for you. Now, I don't know if it's a particular event. I don't know if it's just a retry, a reconciliation. But with this energy, I feel in the blues. Look at all of this blue. In the blues. Don't lose hope. You got that star there. Don't lose hope. In the blues about all on your own. See if this flips around for you. The Hanged One. It's definitely going to make you think. You're not going to react right away, but this is something here where it's slowly opening up. Like you're starting to connect the dots this week about it's whatever you feared. You feared the worst case scenario, and now it's starting to happen. And so, and it has to do with a particular person here. And so you're kind of like, I don't know. You almost feel like you're like, show me an old show called Columbo. You're like the detective trying to figure out if this person was always full of shit. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is a big deal because whatever this no show is, or absent, or if this is love and a Gemini gets ghosted, oh my gosh. It's just like, woof. It gets thrown, like this is a bear of responsibility here for you. Prince of Wands, but you know what? It's all right. You're going to be able to handle it. It's not, it's kind of weird because I feel this energy here. Look at how these cards line up with one another. I feel this energy, which this is more like the Page of Wands. I feel the energy here, Gemini, that this is because of this person's no-show or because of this person leaving your energetic field. There's the ability here of something new to make room for you. And it does take courage because it's like, okay, well, they're not here. I can be pissed off about it, or I can look at new opportunities. Some of you, it's taking on somebody new, right? Not if this is romantic, it's kind of like if somebody was kind of keeping you back and forth, it's like, you know what? I'm going to consider myself single still, and I'm going to still have a good time, and I'm going to not put myself in a relationship if somebody doesn't know that we're committed, you know. Others of you, if this person here could not commit to something this week and they were full of shit, basically, there's an opportunity here to find an individual here who will work with you, who actually has better ideas than the other individual anyways, because this is the coexistence. So it is kind of a weird blessing in disguise that this person here is shifting out of your energy this week. Your strength is your fears, though. So face this. Like, if you don't hear from this person, or if they don't give you an answer at all, no answer is a good answer. Just keep moving forward here and be open to what you want to do. And if it's something here where it was a responsibility, they showed up, there's something about your creativity. There's a new individual coming in that might actually be a better fit for you. Interesting. All right. Things to consider with this. Look at that Queen of Wands energy. Could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, but there's that lion. See that? Now, this could just be you, but it's the ability here to be inspired, be creative. The co-creation could just be you and the universe. It's like, I don't really need this person. Why did I think that I needed this person to begin with? You don't. You don't. Gemini, this is a glow up. Gemini, this is a glow up. And also, it's an ability here to find the right fit, whether that's with a new person, whether that's with family or friends. It's an individual here who offers you community, security, loyalty. Why wouldn't you want to take that, right? What's the final advice here for Gemini? Childhood wound, retrieve. Your inner child is looking to heal so you can move on by understanding the situation in the new light. You have to have this, and you will be getting through this. Going within the healing requires self-love and compassion. Gaining perspective, here you go, the hangman here. It says, through energy work or therapy can be very helpful in accessing tools to empower your inner child. This is, and this could be your inner child that is going to be flourishing here. It's almost like you're going to be inspired to just be playful and not sorrow or unhappy with what this person had done to you. It's you're flipping the switch. You're looking at this in an entirely different light, and you're not caring so much about this other individual who honestly was a dead weight anyway. So it is like a weird blessing in disguise for you. All right, that's what we have for Gemini. We're going to move on to Cancer. Cancer is up. Nancy, are you celebrating 420 today? The real resurrection. Oh. All right, Cancer. Why are my glasses so... Hold on. I gotta clean my glasses. Oh, you were at a Canifest. Very cool. I wouldn't be able to function for like 3 days. There'd be no readings. There'd be no readings if I did that. All right, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cancer reminder, when the reversals come up, it tells me that it's hitting your challenge, which is the Three of Pentacles collectively for us. Your strength is actually your fears. So reminder of that. All right, Cancer, here we go. We have the High Priestess pulling in your spidey senses. I see. I love that High Priestess card. Reminds me of not a black widow, a blue widow. Someone who's a dream weaver. The web with the universe, can go between worlds. Six of Cups here. Sadness. Princess of Pentacles here. There's sadness here. Gosh, this is hitting the mother wound here. Some of you, this is not just a childhood wound, but it might be a wound between you and your child, if you have a child. But I feel like something is really being tinged this week. You also might just be intuitively, like, I don't know, I just keep hearing the inner knowing, the mother's intuition. I just keep hearing mother, but you don't have to be. I mean, if I'm talking to Cancer, who's a male here, there's just something here about your intuition that is spot on this week. You're sensing sadness with somebody within your circle. And it does feel like a child. If it's not a child, this could also be sadness here that you're sensing with your inner child too. Could be. But this is something here where I feel a little bit depleted, missing. It's like, I wish I had a playmate. I wish I was here with somebody. Hi, Cindy. Thank you for being here. But with the Princess of Pentacles, Earth energy, gosh, there's something here that's really, there's an opportunity here, but I feel like a distance. I feel like you're at distance with this individual, or you're like really locked in memories this week, massive nostalgia, but you're focused on a mother wound. The Sun, being present, balanced. I love this card for you. Leo energy. That inner knowing here, the light, the clarity. You have clarity that something is off about either a loved one or something about your past that you are all of a sudden seeing. And it could be an old childhood wound. Someone could have triggered it too, especially if we're going through a breakup or there's some kind of depression here. Breakups can be anything. Doesn't have to be romantic. Could be friendships too. But I feel loss. Look at this. 8 of Cups. I feel loss. It's like loss of a child, loss of a baby. Now, some of you, I'm not going to say that's for everybody, but maybe somebody did have a miscarriage. That's not going to be for everybody, but that had to be stated here, because if a miscarriage did come about, that baby is safe. That baby is in the hands of God. And there's just something here about it. This piece, this star, the star is within you. But most of you, this has to do with leaving behind an old memory that is hard to leave once you see it. It's like you can't unsee it, but at the same time, it's like, how do I walk away from this? How do I walk away from this? Thanks, Michelle, for the donation. I appreciate it. We're getting closer to our goal. Gosh, the moon. There are some things coming out this week, either from a loved one that you cannot be physically there with them. There could be distance here, but they might be going through something. But if this is you going through something, there is some fears that you may have repressed here, and it's like regression that is coming back up. Like it is like, woof, could be in this full moon energy. It really could be with this Pisces energy. But I do feel like you have the sun and the moon here, and it has to do with a relationship or something here that is begging to be freed. It's almost like I want to be put at rest, rest in peace. And there's a part, if this is an inner child wound, and I know this is deep, but if there's a part of you that you had repressed a memory and it comes up this week, it's meant to go peacefully. You're not meant to hold on to this anymore. It could be stopping things like financial success, healthy relationships. It could come up as illnesses. Like it's like a big deal here for you. What this is clearing. Things to consider. Oh my gosh, look at this. 10 of Cups. Look at the sun. Look at the rainbow. This is actually healing an old wound. And others of you, if this is somebody at a distance who you just feel the intuitive nudge to call or check on, Spirit saying, do what you feel is best. Go ahead and call. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with checking in on somebody, especially if it's family. Especially if it is family. And there's some defensiveness here of doing it on your own or afraid to go within a memory. But Spirit's saying, instead of being defensive about it, know that you're going to create some peace with this. Some things are not meant to be fixed, but you can still put things to rest and be at peace with it. It is kind of like a death. Final memory here. I don't know why I just said final memory. Final message. Final memory. Well, we got to keep it now, Cancer. There's something here where it has to do with memories. False narrative. Discernment. Be mindful of the story you're telling yourself. Having a negative narrative is destructive and simply not true. Stop listening to your ego-based story that is laced with falsehoods and old conditioning. For every negative thing you say, counteract that by saying 3 positive words. See the truth of who you are. See the truth of who you are, which is wise, magnificent, and radiant. This is that truth coming out. There is a false narrative here that is being told, and you may have an individual here who you intuitively feel guided to do, and maybe you're a little hesitant to do so, but they might be having that false narrative too. And some of you, it is a child. Maybe it's something that was passed on to them. But have compassion for who you are. And sometimes we're always a clown, you know? But I feel like there's a mask that's being dropped here for you this week, Cancer. All right, let's move on to Leo. Leo is up. Oh, you put Papa Wheelies to cooking. Smart, star. Smart, smart, smart. Yes, please say hi if you're watching. Don't be shy. You do have to be subscribed if you say hi on YouTube. It's to help my moderators have a more relaxing time so they're not like, you know, going crazy here. And thank you guys for all of your donations here. Michelle, I said thank you during it, but thank you so much for the donation towards my live. Yes, if we reach the goal here of 20 donations, we will have an all signs pop up this week. Yep. All right, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Leo, let's see what's going on here for your week. Remember, reversals tell me when it's your challenge is really at play, which is the 3 of Pentacles. The 7 of Swords. Jeez. The 4 of Cups. You knew this already, though. You knew this. You knew this already. So, Leo, this is involving somebody you didn't trust anyway. You knew that they were full of shit. And this person here is walking away. I just heard walking out of the job. Someone here around you, especially if this is work related, is just going to get up and quit this week, but it's out of ego. Like you could totally see this coming. Now, if this is a relationship that's been rocking and forth, you know, you knew this person here was gonna do this shit to you. It's like, all right, here they go. They just want out. Like there's a person here who doesn't want to do the dirty work. So they had every opportunity here. And some of you are like, why did I waste so much time? Some of you are like, some of you trained this individual, you know, and you're just like, you know, or you gave this person a second shot if this is work related. But if this is a relationship, ooh, this just goes bam right here. It doesn't feel good. Because it's like there's no parting word. The closure here is confrontation meets a very arrogant individual. So it doesn't matter how nice you are. It doesn't matter what kind of person you are. This individual is going to turn it around in some way, shape, or fashion just to get the hell out. And they'll say anything, and it might even hurt you because you're not saying the narrative that they want to hear. Well, that sucks, but that's what it feels like. It does feel like that for you. Yeah. And not only that, because this person here does what they do, the secrets come out. It keeps you from focusing on what you really need to get done or what you wanted to accomplish this week. It's like once you find this out, it's like I am like, I don't even know where to start. Okay, it's like your mind's all over the place. You don't have any energy. You don't have any energy. Disappointment. Six of Pentacles. This is what you were asking for, fairness. And you gave a person a shot. Some of you a second shot. Some of you, this person friend zoned you or is just saying, I don't know. Some of you, this is a work related scenario here where you got a friend or somebody in a job and it feels like they took advantage of it or they took something out of here. They're blaming you for it. So it's like an end of everything. You know, it's not just an end of a job. It could be an end of a friendship. Yeah. King of Pentacles here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. I feel that it's going to be a challenging week. You are going to have the ability here to be practical about this and invest in your time wisely, but you're only investing in relationships that mirror back to you growth. And it's hard to do that when you have somebody here who just plays martyr and then flips the narrative here on you. So I feel like this is hard for you to do. And if this is something where it's a breakup, your best place right now is work. It's like to keep your mind off of it because you're in areas that you can actually regulate your nervous system in here. Okay. But I just feel like somebody here is playing the victim, trying to make you look like the bad guy. Six of Swords. Leo, this is about moving forward. Okay. But I also feel like it's going to be rocky a little bit because of this person's departure or what comes out with this individual's lies, deceit. Some of you, they stole from you. All right. It's like, oh, well, that's out off the table, but it's just Spirit's reminding you, you will get through this. And it had to come out the way that it, so don't be so disappointed with this because see this big cup, there's a big opportunity that this had to play out the way that it did, because if this individual was still in this picture, you would have never really attained the Nine of Cups here, which is the more emotional, fulfilling card here where you feel satisfied. What's the final advice here for you, Leo, this week? Your best bet is no retaliation. It's just like create your own closure. Past life karma. Yeah. This indicates a past life in the reason why the intense energy surrounds you, the person or situation. You can't even make this up. It definitely is a karmic. Look into ways to clear past life karma and see the bigger picture of the situation by viewing it from a lesson perspective. Taking ownership for your part and forgiveness are the key in releasing past life trauma. And you do have some stability here this week to keep you in that grounded energy, but it's to keep you in the perspective of that this was a lesson, that it might have sucked, it might have taken some money off of some of you, but in the long run, they can't steal from you anymore, or they can't take from you anymore. They're being removed. So this is a completion of a karmic cycle here with a person. Leave the past in the past. It is a blessing in disguise. All right, that's what we got. Let's move on to Virgo. You love the stack. I like these cards. They're really gorgeous. I don't use them often. They're a little too big for me, so I have a hard time shuffling them. But I was called to the artwork today. Can't believe how much the light is taking out the color of these cards. Look at that. It's like, these are gray and it's coming off completely white. It's like, woo. I don't even have the light on that high. Let me see. I don't know if that made it better. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on for Virgo. Virgo, let's see how your week is going. Reversals, let me know if your challenge is up. Virgo, this week, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady. The King of Wands here. Okay, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. The Princess of Cups here reversed. You know, I feel like this is more your energy, but there's an offer here to go bigger. It's like, I think that you're very methodical. You like to do things at a slow pace here. You're taking your time. But there's something here that is yearning to come out. There's two sides of this, Virgo. Okay, you might have some fire in your chart here, but I feel like it could be some pride, could be some confidence here, but there's something here that there's an offer here, but it's not quite the right fit. Now, some of you, this is a relationship, okay, that you might have thought was great in the beginning, and you're like, should I just keep it? It's slow and steady. And it's like, you know, this idea of doing better, it could just be take your time with it and enjoy it. Don't rush into something this week. But for a lot of you, this has to be how you show up to take initiative on an action. This could be a creative idea. This could be an endeavor. But there's something where I feel you are playing small, or you deserve better, more. Okay, you deserve more. Are you playing it safe? Six of Cups. There's a part of you that is really, really pushing to come through. But others of you, there's a connection here that is very much blossoming here for you. But there's some inner child wounds that keep it from really fully developing on what it could be. You know, and there's something here about Playing small? Are you a people pleaser? Is that what it is, Virgo? Is that what it is? There's a need here for justice, Libra energy. You are going to be realigning yourself this week, but I feel like somebody here is encouraging you to come out of your shell. And some of you may not want to do that because that would make you very, very vulnerable. Others of you, if this is an idea that you haven't really been doing on, you're in comfort zone. And someone here may be encouraging you to be more creative or put yourself out there in a big way. Some of you are meant to be influencers and you're hiding behind the scenes. But this is balancing out this week here for you. It sure is. Look at this. It's balancing out. Look at this. We got a couple here. Now, these two work incredible together. Maybe it's collaboration here for you this week. I just feel like you're playing small. And others of you, if it's a relationship, it's like you need to marry out the best parts, because the more you're open to this individual, the more they will open up to you. So there's a balance. There's a desire. I mean, these two are like the powerhouse when it comes to not just love and passion, but it's ideas, soul mission, soul work. But there could be some pride here that gets in the way. But I also feel there is this something that is keeping you from playing small when it's saying be more playful. And it might be better to collaborate or co-create with another individual to make you feel more comfortable. For a few of you, there is a potential relationship that you absolutely could do better in, meaning like you deserve better. You're making yourself small to fit someone else's needs when it needs to be more balanced, being there together. Things to consider: Page of Wands, a new approach. I love this because there's two lizards here on this one. So this is about co-creating with an individual, a person. There's someone in your field here, and this could also be, this doesn't have to be like so work related. This could be your child who's inspiring you to be more childlike. You might do something with your child, but it's asking you to be more playful, explore. Yeah. You've sacrificed yourself. You don't need to keep going back in and gaining a new perspective. Now it's time to see and light the fire and see what happens. The Hangman here, being that it's all dissembled here, you have all of the tools that you need. You do. You could hang up one more and see if you can catch the light, or you can just say, I am the light, and see how it comes through with clarity with another individual. And I feel like this person's going to inspire you. You both are going to do that for each other in a really big way. Final message here for Virgo for this week. Final message here for Virgo. Family dynamic, reconcile. It says your family is requiring time to heal issues that have created a wedge or unrest. We all need support as we move forward, and having an open, loving family unit is essential. You can't make this up. Some of you, this is an inner child wound. Some of you, this person here is helping you heal through something. But you're there for each other. That's what I got. All right. Libra is up. Thanks, guys, for the likes, the love, and thanks for those of you who have donated towards the goal. If we make our goal today, I'll pop up for another live. It's only on YouTube, though. So for my Facebook watchers, you got to go on YouTube. Libra. All right, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus reversals. Tell me when your challenge comes up, that Three of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands. Uh-oh. Libra. The Three of Wands. You got somebody coming towards you. Oh. It's too late, though. You have a message that is coming towards you, but it's too late. I can feel it already because this is something here where I feel you've done a lot of realignment. Chakra balance here. But this has to do with this, and to me, it just says missed opportunity. So there's just somebody here who wants to have a restart with you. The problem here is this person really hasn't changed. They may be coming off as the Phoenix. They may be coming off as someone here who's very passionate or trying to be seductive to you. And if it's not romantic, it's a person here who's like all of a sudden wanting to be there or has a really creative idea, or this time it's going to work. You've heard this story before. There's something here that you have really been working on your investment, your foundation. I love that it's wheat here. There's a lot of ascension here. But I think the news that you're going to be receiving here is that you don't want it anymore. It's at one time, this is all you wanted, was this connection, this person, this someone to show up. But I just feel it's like, yeah, it's not an option anymore. The thing is I think that you have found peace, but I feel like this person here, you took your light. That's what it is. It's eclipsed out. Libra, you took your light back. You had somebody energetically who was feeding off of you. You became a container to somebody. The Seven of Cups is usually a card here, confusion. And I feel like this person here brought a lot of confusion, mind fog to you, was in and out 1 second. You might have, and if this isn't romantic, it's just like this person's energy was almost like an energy transfer, energy vampire. This individual has clarity now that you're gone and nothing is going right for this person. They don't have this. They don't have that source. So there's a part of you that knows that this person is lying, is deceiving themselves. They may say, hey, I'm good. Well, they're only good because they're in your energetic field for a hot minute. You got 2 sevens now. That's significant. 7's about reflection, assessment. You are really evaluating a person and their true motives. Ten of Wands. You're very protected. But this is the burden of this would be too much if I took this back on, or if I open up to an individual. This is also a test of your shield. You can still say no to something and not have to over-explain yourself this week. It would be more of a burden trying to take a person back in. Hello, Sherry. Welcome. Happy Easter to you. So I feel that you don't want to carry the burden of a missed opportunity. You don't even want to carry the burden if somebody fumbled you anymore. This Libra is moving on, and I think you took your light back. That's basically what it's saying here, is that you took your light back. Let's see what's going on here. Things to consider about this person or this message coming in. I just heard scam artist. This person's a scam artist. Strength. Have courage. This person is also very prideful. Could be dealing with a Leo. But I also feel spirits like have endurance and courage here to face an individual who may try to weasel their way back in or come off as it hasn't been the same without Libra. Spirit saying, watch it. Watch it. If you need to use that sword, do not be afraid to use it. Now, this is also watch your reactions, because I feel like you might want to reactively overreact to why you're saying no. You don't have to. You can just say no. You know, that's okay, right? To just say no, thank you. Or I'm sorry, thanks, but no thanks. You don't have to over-explain yourself. If something's not aligned to you anymore, it's not aligned to you. Final message here for Libra. Welcome back, Isis, to whatever real time is. Does that exist? Taking the leap. Courage. Libra, courage. You can't make this up. You have to let go of something good to get something great. Taking the leap into the unknown can be scary, but you are being called to have faith in yourself and the universe. If you want to experience the next level of success, you cannot stay comfortable. Enjoy the ride. You cannot stay comfortable. And this has to do with this a person here who's coming through. It's going to make you uncomfortable, but I also feel you're going to be saying no to an individual this week. All right, let's see what's going on for Scorpio. We got Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Aries, who's now last. Not forgotten. Yeah, thank you, Isis, for the donation. Thank you, I appreciate it. It's okay. Time is just an illusion. I love it. It's all good. That's the cool thing, is you can go back when you jump in. It's like, you know what? Let me go back and listen to it. I make it nice and easy for you guys, because you can just go to the banners during the live and find your sign. I'll timestamp everything after the live. But Facebook, you're not going to be able to do that during the live. You're going to have to go over and jump over to YouTube. It doesn't do it while it's on the live. Sorry. I think that's why everybody jumped out of Facebook and comes here. Because, you know, sometimes these are long. I don't expect and anticipate everybody to sit here for 2 hours. Not like my enslaved moderators like Star, Nancy, and Papa Wheelies. Just kidding. I mean, Papa's making Star steak, so he's got some freedom. He also can't defend himself right now. Yes, I love YouTube for that too. I do. All right. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on for Scorpio's energy this week. Remember, if it's reversals, it tells me it's your challenge. Scorpio, let's see how your week is going. Right off the bat. Right off the bat. Null and void. You don't want to work with anybody. You're like, screw that. I don't want to work with people. Are you in hermit mode? Your challenge is working with anybody, including spirit right now. Okay. I just feel this energy here where it's like, it doesn't feel very whole. It doesn't feel very complete here for the Scorpio. The Emperor. Aries energy. That's somebody here who takes charge. A born leader. the world. You're in your own world. Scorpio is in their own bubble this week. You're having a hard time having closure with working together with another, even with the universe. I just feel there's something here where, the emperor can be a little bit ego-based by pride, mostly. But this is someone here who's all four kings in one. Has the ability here to be a great entrepreneur, great manager, has the ability to take stock of their life, to take authority. But there's something here that you have been sitting on. And I feel very misheard or misrepresented in how you lead. Your blocks are the world and the Three of Pentacles this week. So you are having a hard time with creating some kind of closure and not getting what you want. You can't always get what you want, even as a leader. But the Ace of Wands is an opportunity that you have coming your way this week. It's not a small opportunity. It's massive transformation. It's kaboom when this comes in. Death reverse, that's you. Nine of Wands, you are blocking a new opportunity this week. And it's solid. And so how are you blocking this? This could be a creative idea. This could be a passion. This could be something very ambitious. This could be an individual here who's choosing you, wanting to do something with you. Now, I'm not talking to somebody that you don't have closure with. It's an ability here it's new. It's a new possibility. It's a new burst it's just something new. The problem is you're stuck in an old cycle. You're fighting a transformation, maybe because of fears, maybe because you're afraid that of failing, or afraid of rejection, or just simply afraid because it hurts. But there's a huge possibility here of ascension here for you. I am a little concerned because the Nine of Wands here could be a missed opportunity of doing something. And some of you, it's because it's getting you outside of your comfort zone. Maybe somebody here is inviting you out or inviting you to do something, to collaborate. And you're like, I don't do that. I usually do it on my own. Spirit's saying, if this is something new, not something old, something new, really consider doing it anyways, because you're going to learn something here. Because I feel like your circle here is too small. This is about expanding it here. You've created a wall that's not scalable, and it's not allowing you the freedom here of growth. The growth comes with this. The Ace of Wands is not meant to just be held. It's meant to be passed on to. Someone is passing you a torch. This could be, especially if you're job hunting, or if you're like, there's somebody here who's giving you an opportunity. And there's a part who's like, oh, I can't do that right now. I'm going through something, or I want to do something on my own. Like, very stubborn energy of the Scorpio. Things to consider. And this is not about taking an ex back. I can tell you right now. Nothing to do with that. You're like, love. The Emperor again. Break down the ego. Every leader, even the kings, has an army, has individuals. There are things to be conquered here, but there's also times when you're not going to be at this sitting down and in there. You have to sometimes get in there. You have to do the dirty work sometimes. You're being asked here to break upon the I know better attitude. This is coming from Spirit, not me. I know better attitude, and look at it as something new, and that you don't know everything. It's kind of like, I almost feel this energy of an undercover boss. You might be taking something that may feel too small, or like, oh, well, I'm better than that. It's not about being better about that. You're learning something from an individual. It's imperative that you learn this because I think it's going to make you more humble, but it's also going to make you be more appreciative of whatever this opportunity is. It might even inspire you. Look at this. Look at this. This offer is a balance. It's an emperor and an empress meeting. Two bosses. That's why you're having a hard time here, because you're afraid that someone here, but they're not doing that. It's an empress energy here. It's someone here who's offering you here a great ability to receive something pretty big. It's very fluid. This is a really divine partnership for some of you. Others of you, this is a successful business move here that you have potential here for. Some of you, it's forming a business. Final advice here for Scorpio. Nature therapy, ground yourself. Your soul loves to connect and be one with nature. A beautiful healing takes place when you ground and center yourself with the earth. Being in nature has a way to restore what has been lost and brings you back to your center. You're being also asked to get out of your circle, okay? Because I feel like you're like stuck home or just doing something safe. But yes, ground and center yourself, but you also have an individual here who is giving you an opportunity that is much bigger than you are thinking it at, and you're saying no to it. All right, that's what I got. Let's see what's going on for Sagittarius. And you are not going to be the leader of that. It's collaboration. It's co-creation with somebody. It's very important to say, Scorpio. All right, you got to put that down. You both are going to be equal partners. It's a good thing. It will be a nice match. Saggy is up. Delaney is ready. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what's going on for you. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Reminder, the reversals. Tell me when the challenge comes in. The Three of Pentacles. Right off the bat with the Ace of Wands, which we just had that in the last reading. Ooh. This is, I can tell you right now, this is going to be a bizarre reading. Do Saggies ever have normal readings? Somebody's not showing up, and you couldn't be more happier. You were so darn happy this week. Somebody here is either calling out, done, is going a different direction. I don't know if there was somebody here who was chasing you that you didn't want anymore. But the challenge here before, it's like how you feel about it. I don't know. You're happy about it. This is somebody here who's like, I really don't want the past coming back. And if the past comes back and I don't hear from them, then I'm in a really good spot. But others of you, there's somebody who's being removed from your life, or there's something here that is being pulled off your plate responsibility-wise this week, where it's going to feel lighter. It's going to be like, whew, what was I worried about? Look at this expansion. It's like, oh, I have so much room. I have something growing here. A new idea, an opportunity, a glow up. No one can come in and mess up the Sagittarius mood this week. Even if it is something where you hear a message that tries to target you or goes missing, it's like, yeah, it's all right. I wasn't happy with that anyway. They made me miserable anyway. Others of you, it's like, I don't like working with them anyway. I'm sorry that they're out sick. Like you're not, like there's this energy here where you created closure, Saggy, and this is an inner closure. You may have not have had closure with this individual, but if this person is energetically in your field, you're going to see that they are making a big move of all of a sudden disappearing. Now that disappearing could be blocking you, and you might go, I don't care. It could be, like I said, just being absent all of a sudden. You're not going to care. It's not going to bother you as much. It's not going to bother. It's not going to bother the Sagittarius as much. Harmonious. Oh, look at all this room. Look at all this room for activities that I have now with people who actually like me. The people who actually, where we appreciate each other. Others of you, you're in a new relationship that's really budding. And if there is somebody from the past, it's like, even if you hear it in the passing, you're not going to really care. But this is a card here of happiness. This is a card here of clarity. And the clarity here is, I'm so much happier without this. I'm so much happier without this. What's this opportunity that's coming to you this week? Oh, that somebody's given up. That somebody's out of the picture. That you're not chasing a person anymore. You're like parking, and you found your peace, you found your community, you found your people, and you're not going after something, and someone's not going after you, and that's okay. You all right with it. You didn't do well with this person anyway. Things to consider for this week. I think someone is doing something like intense, though, like a breakdown. You either might hear about a person who has a breakdown or something bad, like, maybe even a car accident or something. Let's say something bad happens to them, but it's like a breakdown of some sort. Or they might block you. There's something where it's done vindictively in a sense. Yeah, spidey senses here, the moon. Things that are not seen right now are coming out this week, okay? And it has a lot to do with what you always perceived about this person or this opportunity. Trust your intuition, Spirit is saying. And lean on the support and family members and relationships that are there for you through thick and thin. And if you don't have this right now, this is the week here for opportunity to find community or to be amongst like-minded people. Okay, so that's actually a really good thing here for you, Saggy. Final card. Dreams realized. I love this. Is manifest. It says you have the power to create and manifest what you desire. When you choose to push outside of your comfort zone and have determination, your dreams come reality. Now is the time to take action and have a clear focus on what you want. The universe works with you to create it by using your manifestation powers for your highest good. And there was something here where this person had to be sealed, shut out, completely removed in order for you to be in this full capacity here to manifest something better. And you are about to do that. All right, let's see what's going on for Capricorn. Capricorn. Hey, Kate. Happy Easter. I hope you had a good one. Capricorn is up. Kate was one of our winners for April. She won the free reading for our Harmonia Friends group. Reminder, if you join Harmonia Friends Club, you are automatically entered in a chance to win a free tarot story personalized by me. And you can also enter the other cool giveaways we have. And we have some really cool giveaways coming up this summer. Like I went above and beyond. I went a little crazy. I'm going to say I created themes and projects because I'm like a freaking little kid. But I wanted to create experiences for each month. So these giveaways are going to be pretty darn big. It's not just a small cheesy tarot deck or something. All right, Capricorn. Michelle has been waiting so patiently. Thank you, Michelle. All right. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Reminder that the reversals tell me when the challenge hits, which is the Three of Pentacles, which is about working together and growth and opportunity here. Here we go. Right off the bat. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Well, shit. Six of Pentacles, imbalanced. You're overdoing it. But it's judgment time, baby. You're not doing that anymore. You've had enough. This Capricorn is having enough. Okay? It's judgment time of this unfairness, and it has been unfair. Who is this overly confident? It could be a female, but it doesn't have to be. Hi, Papa Willies. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it. Now get back to the stakes. This is somebody here who stifles and takes your ideas and pretends that they are theirs. It just is. The Queen of Wands is that. She does it when she's reversed. She's someone here who doesn't feel as confident and will do things in a ruthless way to look like they're better. Very showy, like if they're not an extrovert, this is a person here who's extremely surfaced. So you're dealing with somebody here who's extremely surfaced in your life. Doesn't have to be a female, but I feel it's very heavily female. This is a person who does not pull their weight. I also feel like you've had karmic ties with this individual. I just heard past life. So you've run this show with this person way before time here, right? But something is changing in this dynamic. And I feel that you've had enough and you have been praying for fairness. Six of Cups here reversed. I told you this is a karmic connection. This is a person here who rides off of your creativity. Some of you, this is someone you're related to. But this is an individual here that will feed off your insecurities, and it has to do with the past. So this person will pull up the past, and it doesn't have to be so long ago. I mean, some of you it could be, you know, like childhood or something, especially someone long in your life. Could be. But this is more the energy of somebody here who just stifles or rearranges the memories here. And then it's kind of like, well, that's actually not how it happened. Like, I feel like this person tells stories and you're like, that's not what happened. Like, it's completely different. Delaney, thank you so much for the donation. Woo woo! Look at us reaching the goal. Getting closer and closer. Knight of Wands. Look who you're facing. That's your light. Thank you, Fred. Thank you, Fred. That is your light that this person is anticipating for you to get. What? Do not give them any more. Whatever they're playing off is theirs this week. They are not going to be successful. Why? Because your light here is reminding them whose it is. And I think that's you. I think it's you. You're taking the opportunity and saying no to something. I can't do that. Or that's not how it happened. I don't, I think you're sticking up for yourself. Things to consider with this person. Some of you, this is an idea, and do not let them take your credit, because this person here, because that could affect your money or your pay for some of you. Look at this Page of Wands. Spirit wants you to consider who is in the picture here, pretending that this is their light. And if this is romantically, this individual uses you, simply uses you. Right? This is, and it's a lot of sexual energy. So I'm just going to say it's just for the sex. It could be that too. Do not forget your worth. Do not forget your worth. All right. You have the ability here to create something pretty amazing, and you deserve more, Spirit's saying. So the more you pull your energy back, or the more you say, no, that's not how it happened, or this is the direction I'm going, the better you will be. The better you will be. Final message here for my Capricorn this week. Letting go. Ooh, here we go. Resistance. This cycle has ended, and it's time. This cycle, and you're letting go by saying no to somebody. You're not giving them an opportunity here. You're not helping them. You're not helping them with shit, or you're not coming over to make them feel good for a hot minute. It's time to let go to the experience. It's time for new growth. It is vital to have closure and gratitude for the situation, to make room for new things to enter. Go within to find what is holding you back. Change is necessary in this situation. Stick up for yourself. That's what I got. Could be. Could be there. Thank you, Fred, so much for the donation. Very kind of you. We're getting closer to our goal, guys. All right. Let's move on to Aquarius. Already. Hello, lady. One more shuffle. We'll be ready to go, guys. So I need to know who on here is fans of Last of Us. Have you guys started watching it again? New season. I'm trying to wait for like a bunch of episodes to drop, because I don't like not being able to watch it consecutively. All right. It's not just my goal. It's if you guys want it. So I just want to remind you, the goal is, if you want another pop-up all signs this week, that you guys get to pick and choose on the poll on YouTube. So when you're in my community tab, what I do is I'll post a couple different ones, and then you'll have the ability to pick it. So that's why people jump in and they like it, because most of the time I'm on twice a week, but then sometimes I'll do a pop on live, which is 3 times a week. Because I do other readings other than all signs. And I have a whole membership group too that also gets readings. So I can only offer so much for my all signs. All right, Aquarius. Here we go. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Reminder: when we get the reversals, to just tell us what the challenge is collectively this week, and collectively, it's working together with individuals. It just our strength is our fears, is facing our fears. We have the Nine of Swords here, so breaking it all down. Aquarius. Oh, Knight of Swords. That's not what you want to hear. It's not what you want to hear. I'm sorry. You may want to check your other placements if this reading's not for you. King of Pentacles. When I get a little bit wary of when I see the Magician reversed, because it's usually somebody going or doing things with intentions of ill will or against people's free will. And I feel like you're getting communication this week from an individual that is trying to do something to get your attention. Now, is it coming directly from this person? This person may use others to get some conversation over to you. Let's just call them little minions, okay? Little minions. But I feel like it's gossip. So, Aquarius, I feel like you're dealing with someone who is trying to develop gossip about you. Now, you're coming up as the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So this week it's just all about being practical and nurturing and caring, but I feel like you're more caring about yourself and what you invest your time and efforts into. So when you got to be very grounded when this hits, it's to affect your grounding. So it's to affect your environment. Some of you, your money. It's not a loving message. It's to cause some kind of internal turmoil to you. It's made with infliction. I feel like this is a punch to you, a sucker punch. The Ace of Cups is a beautiful card, but I feel very upset or dismantled or hurt by the deconstruction here of this relationship, or some of you, it's a job. If it's not a job, it could be a person who you once had a really deep connection with, could have been married to this person, but this person doesn't have good intentions for you. It doesn't feel that way. Eight of Pentacles. Their intentions here is to cause chaos, to make you not be grounded, to keep you from doing what you want to do. I feel like you're dealing with somebody here who's bitter. I'm not looking into someone else's energy here, but this is usually someone who's very focused, but the focus is like they obviously had intentions for you not to work together, or this person here is bitter because maybe you went another direction. Seven of Swords. This person lied to you. This person deceived you. And the news that you're going to be hearing is direct repercussions of how they lied to you. So it does feel like you are going quiet. I think, and the best thing you could do is to go quiet. It's almost like you go in the shadow. You go in the dark. This is something here where this person doesn't know your moves. So there's something about going in the dark this week, and you're doing that. You're being quiet. You're not telling people your moves. You're not reacting to individuals, but whatever this news is, and it is something that's directly a hit on you. This person was hoping to get a reaction out of you for you to react a particular way. Things to consider about this. Ace of Pentacles. Hold up. You have a huge opportunity. It may not feel like you have an opportunity here this week. It might even feel like you got one stolen from you. It's hidden. It's hidden. Do not react. Okay. You also may get somebody here who tries to do a fake apology of some sort. You'll know. You'll know. Look at this, the Hanged One. You'll know. Your things to take in consideration here is that you'll know when it is to make the right move. And some of you, it's the right move to exit, or the right move to leave, or the right move to grab at something new. But you don't need to explain your moves this week or your reactions to an individual. You're being asked here to just remain quiet and to focus on your lane and new opportunities. And there's an opportunity here. There's a huge opportunity here. You're not going to see it this week. It's just going to hurt more than anything. All right, let's see what this is. Sacrifice. That's this card. Your strength is needed to pull back your power. Can't make this up. And gain perspective of the situation. You have gone through an emotional sacrifice far too long. It's time to claim balance and nurture yourself by standing in your power. This is about claiming your sovereignty. All right. And not letting someone else take it away from you. All right. Let's move on to Pisces. Pisces is up. We have Pisces and we still have Aries, and then we have the bonus collective. So we're not done yet. We're not done yet. There's still time. Thank you guys for all like pitching in and getting to the goal. Getting closer. If you missed your other placements, don't forget you can go back and look at the banner here on YouTube. Facebook, you got to wait till the timestamps are up and the live is over, or you can jump on a YouTube. But I'll have the timestamps up after the live too. All right, Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Reminder reversals. Tell me when the challenge comes up, which is that beautiful Three of Pentacles card. The Seven of Cups here, Pisces. Strength. You're eclipsing something out. Trusting your intuition about opportunities you might be a little bit confused on. There is something that you hold very dear to this week that brings you peace, and that's the direction you are being called to go upon. Now, some of you, it's because you're letting something go. Could be a person, but others of you could be letting go of other options that just no longer suit you. I mean, I really want to focus on that. Look at all these cups. But the Princess of Cups is someone here who can really offer an emotional investment of some sort, but at the same time, it's the ability to grow and take your time. They're doing it for the love of it. So there's something this week that's coming up that is going to bring you lots of peace, but you're going to do it for the love of it. And I love this because usually the infinite signs up here, infinity sign, but there's something here for the heart space. It kind of looks like an hourglass a little bit, the way that's shaped here.
Leo energy, but I feel like you are putting your time and effort into something that you truly love. Now, this could be with a person as well, but I also feel that you have to leave something behind you. Look at how the dove just comes in here. Look at this, the Ace of Pentacles. So there was one that was deeply rooted that you thought was going to be the way, like really the way. You thought that was the target of what it needs to be, but it actually isn't. And so I think you're seeing that this week, that there's something here that you thought was the core, or maybe you thought was your person, or maybe you thought this was what was going to take you off. Could be an idea, could even be something in business, or it could be schooling, but your heart was set on this at one point. You gave it your all. You put a lot of time and effort into this. And this week you're going, that's not me anymore. I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to take the loss. Some of you spent so much money on this. Others of you, the loss is because you spent a legacy with it, because it's a long, it could be even a marriage. Apparently, Fred is sponsoring the all signs. That's happening this week. So if you all don't start donating, he's going to be the one who gets the choice of what the all signs reading is going to be about. The Hierophant. This is you ending a contract. There's the contract. There's the center. You can't make this up. Look at that. There's the center. There's the center. There's the center. Your heart isn't in it anymore, but it breaks your heart that you're letting this go. Taurus energy. Hello, Lila. Welcome back. But this is you having the courage to make peace with something that did not take off or did not grow into the way that you thought it would or anticipate. You are finally saying it doesn't bring you happiness anymore. It doesn't bring you peace anymore. And you have to open up to something that is new. 7 of Wands. New. You've been really defensive about this before. So this is something here where you haven't really put a lot of time and effort into it before because something else was taking it on. And now you have a new approach this week. Because what you're getting defensive on now is like, I have to let this go. Look at you guys go. Everybody's going. The donations are going so quickly. Thank you so much. There's an opportunity here, Pisces. But you are fighting it a little bit. It's still there. The fight is still there. These are all reversed. So it's kind of like, I still think that I need to be here. I still need to think here. But there's something that you were defensive on before, and now you're opening up to, and it is going to bring you stability, is going to bring you peace. Let's see things to consider here. Sun, you will be happy again. There are things being removed from your life right now, and it takes you to be the one to remove it. It takes you to be the one to remove it. This is the ability here to be present and to be happy with what you have. And it is a new opportunity. It's not something you've done before. I can tell you right now. So for all of you who are like, oh, I did this. No, it's not something you've done before. Do you see how everybody changed that when I said Fred's going to be the one who picks the reading? All of a sudden, everybody donated. Well, Fred can't be the one who picks the reading. Fred's like, I'm still picking the reading. Here we go. Look at this, the Queen of Pentacles. This is happening for you because it's going to make you feel well. It's going to make you feel grounded for sure. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. But it's going to allow you to feel healthy again, stable again, make you invest wisely in things. And this is something here where you invested in something that was deader than dead, or you kept going on something that was going against the grain. And Spirit saying, well, there was a huge opportunity and you're being defensive about putting time and energy into that because you're afraid it's going to take away from you, but it's actually everything that you've been asking for. It's everything that you've been asking for. So if you have an idea or something that you've been pushing to the side, this is the time to go for it. And if this is a relationship that you've been like, this is saying, Spirit saying it's like, it's okay. You're going to absolutely be better on your own. And you might even, this may even lead you to be an entrepreneur or someone here about being self-made. Final card for you, Pisces. High vibrations. There's the transformation. There's that heart space again. There's that heart. There it is. Have the courage. It says, you have chosen to step into a higher frequency, a higher vibration. That is in alignment with your soul path and higher knowing. You now have the awareness that you are limitless and ready for transformation. This is something brand spanking new. And this collaboration that you were doing before, what you were trying to create that was not bringing you happiness or was not bringing you money, is out the window this week. You aren't going to put time and effort into it. You're going to be putting effort into something that your heart is in, that you're passionate about, that you've never done before. It's new. It's exciting. Some of you, it's like taking the day off for yourself. You just something new just for you. But it's going to create some kind of peace, and it's going to give you that inspiration that you need. All right, let's move on here to Aries. So once we hit our final zodiac sign reading, this is where the numbers usually drop because everybody's like, it's done. It's not. We have the collective bonus. So make sure you guys hit like, make sure you subscribe, and we must be getting closer to our goal because everyone went a little bit wild here. Thank you guys so much, Delaney, Fred, and you guys are just great. Thank you so much. And Michelle, did I miss anybody? Nancy, thank you. Thank you guys for all your donations. Did we make it? Did you actually meet the goal? I can't tell on my end because I'm on the stream thing. I can't tell. I'm counting on you guys to tell me if we made it. All right. So this would be the time you guys would comment bonus. Comment bonus. Let me know that you're here, even if you're on Facebook, even if you're on Twitch. Comment bonus because you're putting energy into the reading. So that reading may be for you. We're getting ready here for Aries, which is our final zodiac sign, but bonus is coming up. So get onto that bonus train. Go ahead. Comment bonus. Blow up the feed. Helps the channel. Yep. Here comes the bonus train. We should change it to something more fun. Do they have a train emoji? Maybe we need to start doing the train emoji. Oh, there we go. Nancy found it. I'm like, they got to have a train emoji. Congratulations. You guys met the goal. And thank you so much. And we're going to have a pop-up all signs probably Wednesday. I will post. I'll post tomorrow. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. And I'll post in the community section, and you guys start voting what you want the reading to be about, or the readings to focus on. All right. Aries, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Reminder, the challenge here is the Three of Pentacles. Michael Groomer, I think I saw you, but the things went so quickly that I didn't, like, I saw you for a hot minute and then I couldn't see you. So, but hi, I did see your name. Aries. Four of Pentacles. Oh, watch your car this week. I'm not trying to scare you, but some of you guys need to get a tune-up. All right, so things aren't going to go. I just heard borrowed time. Okay, things aren't going as planned this week. I think you had a specific way that you thought things were going to be. And this is an Aries here who's like, no, it's going to be picture perfect. And I like everything in this frame and everything's going to be perfect. Well, no, the frame gets broken. The frame gets broken. And all of a sudden it's like, what? What do you mean I'm not going nowhere? You're in a timeout. So Aries, you're in a timeout this week. You're not meant to go somewhere or do something. And the universe is going to do whatever it needs to do to give you a timeout. This isn't to scare you. It's just to know that if something comes up or if you're not feeling well or something, it's like, I need a timeout. You're meant to not be somewhere. Okay. Libra energy here with Justice. Everything is about a balance and the universe is watching you. So there's something here. And I feel like it's your guides more than anything here, Aries. But I feel like there's something about wanting to... I mean, this is Three of Pentacles, so I feel like you're going somewhere, visiting somebody, seeing someone, doing something with someone, collaboration. It's out. It's not happening this week. You're not doing anything with a particular person. Whether a person is out, take it as a blessing. Okay. You might not be canceling the plans, but somebody's canceling on you. Got it. It's a loss. You're at a loss. You're going to feel like you're at a loss. Yeah. King of Wands energy. That's you. Oh my gosh. See how the one lion's kind of staring at the other one and the other one looks a little more aggressive than that? Just her jealousy. Ace of Pentacles, loss. You have somebody who is backing out or doing something on purpose, or if you can't show up because the universe or divine timing or a natural disaster, something happens where you're not supposed to be there, someone may be ticked off at you, but it's outside of your hands. Now, another person here may say that to you and say it's outside of my hands and you don't believe them. King of Pentacles here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So you two think very differently. You do. I think somebody here, you're wise, even though this is your energy. I really feel like this is also what you're actually being asked to do. Take care of yourself. Nurture what you can around you. Do not put time and effort into something to try to force something or to be there. It's actually meant for you to take a pause this week. You do have an energy here of someone pissed off that you're taking a pause, or that you can't be there, or somebody here is trying to, who might piss you off if they take a pause, but it's needed. And this space is needed for you to rebalance yourself. And someone here may need a rebalance of their own, especially if there's jealousy here. Things to consider about this. Two of Pentacles. Something was misaligned by the two of you. Two different directions. That was the bigger thing. There's two different directions here that you two are going. Like, just both going in completely different directions. So, and you're meant to right now. You're not meant to be, like, I think right now that's what's balancing you out, is this separation or this parting or this breakdown. It's meant to be right now. Two cards came out with it, and it's consider the loss. I'm telling you right now, this is unexpected. I don't know how it's coming in, but it is a loss. It is somebody breaking down. It is somebody here who's all of a sudden disappearing, not there, can't help, jumping ship. Could even be you, but you're taking a loss this week. Spirit wants you to consider here, though, that things are being balanced or rebalanced or realigned here for you. It's actually protection more than anything. You just don't know why yet. And they're not giving out that information I just tried to pull. So let's see what's going on here. Final advice for you, Aries. Intuition, wisdom, gifts. Honor your innate ability to see psychically and trust your gut feelings. Trust your guidance and the vibrations you feel. When you truly step into your abilities, all of your senses rush in. Look into expanding your gifts by taking classes, diary, meditating, and listening to your inner voice. I think this is why this pause is needed, because there's something here about collaborating with this individual where it wasn't going to allow you to listen to your intuition. So spirit is trying to stop you, or to have this individual stop so that you can go within. So this is about your abilities. It is about your intuition. You may not be really, you might be going against your intuition by trying to make something work with an individual. All right, that's what I have for Aries. Let's move on to our final bonus train, as Star has said. Dun, 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 dun. The collective. You guys ready? And apparently we have a pop-up live. We're going to be doing that Wednesday. So I'll be back this week. I'll put the different themes. Everybody is awesome for donating. You guys went out of their way to do it. The last time I did it, I didn't really know what I was doing. And so I didn't put that many goals. And then it was like, I don't know, you guys hit it in like, it was like a half hour in a thing. I was like, I got to make this a little bit more like work. It'll last a little bit longer here for you guys. Plus, it's time and energy when I go on these all signs. All right. Bonus. You guys ready? Let's see what we got here. These tend to go a little bit longer because it's the last one. Let's see what's going on for us collectively for the rest of the week here. The next 7 days. Remember, reversals, tell me if it's the challenge. Uprights, let me know when the strength is coming in. Walking away is your challenge. Looking like the bad guy, bad gal, getting some exposure, getting some heat that you don't want to get. Nobody wants that. But it's the best thing to do. Star. Spirit's really encouraging you to be open and vulnerable, Aquarius energy here. Okay, there's an ability here to be exposed, but to dip yourself into this universe, which I love the star energy here. This is about making a move here. It's almost like the butterfly effect, I feel. So it's like as soon as you dip your toes into the universe, you're going to have a ripple effect here. And look at these waterfalls coming through. It's such a beautiful card. But I feel like there's that star. Look at that. Look at that. You keep repeating bonus as much as you can. It never ends, Michael. The 8 of Cups here. There's an obstacle of, I feel that if you walk away from this, it feels all was for nothing. You really had your heart in this, or you really thought this person could have been the one. Some of it was a particular person, or this opportunity or this idea was going to take off. And you just been kind of sitting on the rejection or the failure or something. Look at that. the star. Again, it's like in your hands. It was like I had it in my hands. It was so attainable at one point. You felt like you were going to get to an accomplishment here. And it's like, I wasn't working with the right individual. I wasn't working at the right place. I didn't have the right tools. I failed. But it's interesting because, the star comes after the Tower. So this week, you're reflecting on some of this stuff that you put your time and effort into. You're healing this. The star is a very healing card. You want to drop the burden of this. You don't want to be fighting for this anymore. There's a part of you that just wants to have peace, but there's also a part of you that is extremely angry. It's called the Star deck, Michael. But it's hard to collaborate when you're looking at all those pieces and you're holding on to it. Yeah. There's an opportunity here where I feel you felt you could reach new heights after you reached some kind of closure, or I don't know, some of you, it is an individual here that you were hoping for a reconcile with, but it's like you wanted to get past those times. You wanted to get through those obstacles. And once you got through those obstacles, then maybe you'd be okay with it. And maybe the forgiveness wouldn't be together, but you'd still be able to move on or move forward. And you'd be okay. But there's something here this week where I feel you're really reflecting, and you have every right to be angry about this. You do, because the Five of Wands is anger. I mean, this is explosive anger. But it's being asked to be released, right? It's interesting that it's released and it's going right into the sun energy, because it's like this was to send you in a new direction. It was to send you the new direction. Yeah. It does feel unfortunate. It does feel like something's on hold right now. But it's also clearing out a karmic cycle. Some of you are realizing that you're not going to be with a particular person or doing, some of you, it is a job. Others of you, it's like, I won't have the closure that I always anticipated. I thought I could heal from this, and Spirit's saying you are going to heal from this regardless. But it's not meant to be healed in this lifetime. You're not meant to be with this person in this lifetime anymore. Look at all the ability here to receive. And I love how it's, again, doing this, the same kind of movements, but it's on top of the Five of Wands. This release of this anger or this timeline or this person or this fear of starting over again is actually going to be well received. It's not going to be so hard to obtain, because there was something here about how you obtained this before that you had to put so much time and effort and work into this. Like, so much effort and work into this. So this is telling me collectively, we are going to get something much faster by working on our foundation, feeling confident in the lessons that we learned with the butterfly here, including the karmic cycles that we are stopping, that we're going, okay, well, we can't fix a person, can't be with that person. It just is what it is. It sucks, but you're also putting in a quicker timeline here of moving on. Of moving on. There's the sun.
Do you see that? Do you see how that sun changes? Do you see how you're not alone either? I love how there's 2 orcas here. This is like it's like a season finale, but you just kind of have to enjoy the ride here of how this was not the best ride of your life. Like, it's like, okay, really, but it's not going to allow you to feel indecisive anymore. It's being taken away for a reason. You may not know how things are, and you may be going more intuitively within. You may be more wary with who you work with, because the challenge here is to really go within and trust. But you're not going to be gullible or in denial anymore. Things to consider. Things to consider this week. 2 cards only. I love it. I love that you got the sun here and the moon energy. This is about your intuition. Trust your intuition. This was to help you to build your intuition. Your dictionary also is incredibly vast now. That's why things are going to be attracted to you way faster now, because you had to learn certain things to know when it was going against your intuition to be at the part that you are at now. Moon energy. We also have that moon energy coming in. So consider that with a full moon energy. Look at this. You may not be able to see the security or the balance, but you're actually going towards it. You are actually going towards it, collective. Chills. Chills. Look at that. We have the justice energy in this card. It's just, you got everything. You got the security. You got the grapes here from the 9 of Pentacles. There's just so much security here and ability here of growth. I love it. And it's just going for the natural calling. Final card. Final card here for my collective. Love redefined. Romance. Oh my goodness. Some of you are calling in love. Cupid has entered your heart and has awakened you to love and romance, but this time on a different vibration. Having a newfound love for yourself has created an opportunity for a new chapter with the passionate possibility of cultivating healthy relationships. It doesn't have to be romance, but you are calling in your tribe. You are calling in your community. And some of you are calling in your life partner. That's what I got. All right, guys, you have an amazing rest of the evening. I hope you enjoy your Easter for those of you who celebrate it. Don't forget that if you want more readings, the mid-months are still out there. They're available at Harmonia Friends Club, my membership area. There's 2 tiers if you would like to join. Small monthly fee, but those are available. There will be another All Signs exclusive only found at Harmonia Friends Club this week. Probably a couple tarot stories. And I will see you guys on Wednesday for another pop-up live. Make sure you guys are subscribed so that you can be part of that poll, because I don't know what we're going to be focusing on yet. All right. Thank you guys so much and have a good night.